Alright, welcome to another video here at Pop's Block Shop. This is the month of October recap on our sales through our Bricklink store. So it's basically just going through what we how much we sold, and just going through other things at the end of the video. Some clips of what we've bought recently, and how big of our storage is, and so let's just go ahead and get through this. Or get into it. Not trying to get through this. So let's start here. Here is if you go to Bricklink.com under our store, Pop's Block Shop, you can get there by going to popsblockshop.com, and there's a Bricklink logo you click on. It'll bring you right to this page. And so in our store we have 7,057 unique items, and a total of 85,030 total pieces. So both milestones, first time I hit over 80,000 in the month of October, and the first time I've ever gotten to 7,000 as well. So definitely adding a lot more parts to our store, which is always good. So let's go over the sales in October. So in general, I expected October to be like an extremely good month, but I'm comparing this to last October, not on Bricklink, but on my eBay sales, which were nearly cut in half this October from last. So strangely enough, Bricklink also is lower than the previous quite a few months here. I have all these parts. Only sold 6,300. We were closed 4 days for going to Brick World Fort Wayne to sell at. And I'd imagine that both of these 2 months suffered some because I was getting ready for that. And Brick World, Michigan. So it was a lot of stuff I had to take. So I'm sure that these numbers reflect that somewhat. But even in September, it was very low until the last 8 days. I had an extremely good sale the whole last 8 days, and I made a number of sales to even get to this number. So I'm not really sure why, but either way, I'm not complaining. I mean, it's going very well. I might have to look into sales strategies and things like that, which help to drive more sales. And there's all kinds of ways to do it. Lower prices obviously will drive more sales. So we average 3 orders per day, and we gained 7 fans for the month. So overall, we are still on pace to get 1,000 sales for the whole year, which is great, and over $20,000 in sales for the year. So that is very good. And then here's some recent feedback. Great stuff here. So thanks for all the feedback, for everyone that leaves the feedback. I do appreciate it. We are almost to 2,000. We just passed my birthday. In another clip, you'll see my birthday year, in a clip you'll see coming up near the end of the video. And then we go to the eBay store. We have 356 followers now. It went up from 338, so 18 gained. I'm guessing that has to do a lot with exposure at the Brick Worlds as well, because that's a big jump. Usually I go up about 5 to 6 a month. But I handed out a lot of my business cards at those Brick Worlds, and people said that they do shop on eBay. So we'll see. I think I have 1,305 different Lego minifigures for sale in the eBay store right now, and I have over 50 that I have photographed last night. So I'll be adding to that today to get more of a selection. So it's keeping up for sure. And then talking about the eBay sales, so here is a graph compared to the same period a year ago. It's down 42%. The market is down a little, but not like that. Even the last 31 days is down 14%, which, again, I didn't spend as much time as I normally do because of the Brick World stuff. And I took some other weekends off because we're quite busy, taking a break. But you can see, the difference here. I mean, I'm pretty sure this number here is how many total items I sold through eBay in the last 12 months, which it's quite a bit. So yeah. And then another thing, on YouTube, November 2nd, 2018. This is the very first video that we ever posted. So it's been basically 1 year on YouTube, so it's pretty exciting. Just to kind of go through it, we got over 337 subscribers in 1 year. I think we're at like 80 some videos total I did, so a couple a week, so it's pretty good. And I keep on going, so hopefully in the future we'll doing like live streaming, things like that. I don't know, it's got to find time for it. So, and after this we're going to look at the wall and some other clips throughout the week here. Alright, so here is the wall, how it looks today, November 1st. There are very few turned around. I'd say there's maybe 20 to 30 of the small drawers. We are up to, well, this big one is empty, and this one's empty. This one's empty, but okay, so these little smaller ones have more than these big ones. I guess they're using them. So we're up to 1303 in there. There's only 2 more of these on this row before it gets to the used parts. For the used parts, we are up to 139. Actually, this past 2 weeks, I think I got down to like 40 something, where I was pulling drawers that had a little bit of room in there and refilling them. So as they sell, obviously we're going to get more room every week. After every sale, that stuff comes out of it. So a lot of these have just regular parts in it too. So these 3 rows are going to last me a long time. I'm pretty sure. So so we're doing good on there. Still have room to go before I have to number some more. But I guess my minifigs, my drawers are kind of getting full here. So I might have to start using one of these. So from there, we're up to 1542. And I only have numbered to 1550, so I cannot part out any Lego sets until I get more numbers on there. I have some more printed out, but just have to put them on. So there's a number of empty drawers on this row, but lots more room to go. And I have lots of shoe boxes that are empty. So this will probably move. That's the new scale I'll be using, because we are going to pick, I'm hoping to get either between 30 to 50,000 Lego pieces in the next few days from the Pick a Brick wall. And I have more shoe boxes here I can add over here if I need to. And this is how this is going. I got enough parts to make another 3rd row, possibly a 4th. I have enough Duplo for the back to the stand, but I don't know if I have enough plates. I don't know if I have enough reddish brown bricks. I have to just find some. I have lots of bulk used Lego that I can pull it from. So that is that. So this is what the part out pile is looking like nowadays. They used to go over here, but we needed creative space. So that's that. And those were moved down here. It goes pretty far back. And then there's also the bigger Lego sets are taking up room down here, as you can see. And so yeah, I need to get parting out more. These will be the next ones, I'm hoping. There's over 20 of these, so hoping to fill some big drawers. And these too, I gotta get these parted out, get the minifigs out of there. So yeah, lots of work ahead of me. Well, it's Friday night, got some baseball on, and I am starting this process. So we have 5 crusty dimensions, 3 in the spider things from the book, water spider, 10 minifigure factories, and 6 Lego ideas. That's about 5,000 pieces we're adding with those 6 sets. I'm hoping to do the small ones first, and then, so this will be Saturday sometime, hopefully this big one. Well, apparently I cannot part out set 11915 to Bricklink because nobody has added it to Bricklink, and I even checked this other number there, and it's not even in here. I could look her up, but chances are nobody has inventoried this into the system yet to part out, so I'll wait on that one. So I opened the first one of these minifigure factories we're parting out, and I just moved the box a little.
Great job, everyone.
And this came right out. Hey, it's usable, maybe. It's got a little bit of glue on there. But yeah, it's out. So I have one of these parted out into the drawers here. And says so all 10 of them come to that. That's everything, even the minifig. So I paid like $160 for all of them. So it's nice. I'm adding some pretty unique things as well. So here, this pile, there's 50 statues, and we determined that they are worth $200 in resale value. This tiny thing. What do you think of that?
It doesn't really make sense. Like, you're just buying $200 for just all of this plastic. Like, all of that plastic is just $200.
It's crazy.
Like, think of that, like, no detail, just like small pieces. That's just $200. Think of it like small pieces of plastic.
Wait,
so much for $200.
Do you say that's $200?
Average of $4 per statue, and there's 50 of them.
Wait, there's 50 of them? Is this all of them?
Mm-hmm. All right, so it is Saturday morning. Nobody's up yet. What I did so far is, well, here's the mail going out. These are all the drawers with the parts I already have in my store that I pulled out and made sure there's enough room. I had to, make bigger drawers for some. There's like over 100 of those in this set. So that's that. And then I've never parted out a set bigger than maybe 400 pieces. I can't even recall one that was 400. Obviously I've had a higher quantity because I have 6 of these, but so what I'm doing is color coding the parts, and on Bricklink they're alphabetical by color, so the black are going to be first. I'll just grab all those, bring them over here, because this is going to be full of drawers by the time I'm done. Like I'll have maybe a little bit of space here to sort, so this will be the best route, I think. So see how it goes. Lots of dark green. Alright, so here it is. It's not as many drawers as I thought. Got some bigger ones over here I'm using, kind of out of the way a little, but still not far to reach. I got a lot of parts, a lot of drawers with 3 parts in it, because with having only 6 sets, surprisingly there wasn't too many with a lot of multiples. The dark green had a lot of multiples, so those ones are, and they're bigger parts in their own drawers. So one thing I did this time is I kept the colors in order: the black, and then the blue, the green, the bright green, bright light orange, dark bluish gray, all the D's. So all the colors stayed in order, so when I'm sorting through the bags, I kind of know exactly where to look for that color part. So that's something I've never done before, because usually my sets are smaller. I realize now why I do smaller sets, and I have a lot of bigger sets to do, including those. This took me about 90 minutes to enter everything, and I was just making sure I was really organized. So now the sorting process with the last 5 should go pretty quick. And there's the wall. I used this many new drawers, so I'm glad I numbered some last night. There it is. And here's the other wall. Holes everywhere. We'll put it back together here. Now I'm just waiting for Bricklink to work. This is always the spot where you're like, no, all the work I just did. So I went to the next page. I'm going to hope I entered the drawer numbers correct in all of them. So there it is. 5,200 parts, $700. I did the better value. The average sale price for the average price the items sold for in the last 6 months instead of the average price they are for sale today. I'll do that every once in a while when I get a great deal, because $42 times 6 is it like 250, it was like 252 or something out the door. I paid for those, and this is not including the minifigs. So you gotta realize that these on eBay will probably fetch at least, I'd say, $25. I took out the trophies too, statues. So pay for about half of the set, and there's so many good parts in here, adding a lot. So let's hit the button. Gotta hit it. And it went through. Perfect. So here it is. 6 Once Upon a Brick Lego Ideas set. Was it number 23 or something? Not sure. I don't see it on the book over there. But yeah, all of probably about 4 hours it took. And I estimate my profitability on, what I paid minus, what I should sell these for minus what I paid. So around $600. That's not including the time to pack everything up. So minus that. So 4 hours at 600, 125. Just round it down to $100 per hour potentially this could make. So that's pretty good. So like I said, I put these at the lower price than normal. I guess you call it a price leader of parts, and they're going to go 30% below that number in a day or two once they set more sales. So just a sales thing, how to do it. Everyone has their own ways to sell, tricks and things like that. So that's how I plan on doing some things, not always, but there's always that free shipping that comes in where I could end up paying 10, 12, 15 bucks to ship like a $50 order potentially, but mostly it doesn't happen. So looks nice. Okay, so here is Saturday's mail. This is an eBay order, just a bunch of Minecraft animals. I think I paid like 12 bucks for it. It's got a couple rabbits in there, some sheep, pigs, cows, a wolf, so good stuff in there. This is a Bricklink order. Has some more plates. Some of these to attach the minifigure stand. Some more bricks for the part that I need to show. And a couple more plates there. And then I got some plumes, a Scooby-Doo, a couple other things. And this is order number 88 with my favorite Bricklink store. It sells mostly minifigure parts. Lots of stuff. This is about a $50 order here. And then this was somebody that I've been dealing with for 3 years now that I love to deal with. This is one of my smaller orders. It's under 200 bucks I paid for this. So, but it's very, very good. As always, we dumped it out. So, and this time he had some other random things. He had a warg and a couple other Hobbit or Lord of the Rings figures. I think there was 6 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here it is, 6. So it's pretty cool. Got some zombie skateboarders. Those are getting harder and harder to find. Ooh, looks like he threw in 2 extra things here. So thank you, Hermione. Right? I've never gotten that one yet. Some Supermans. I think there's like 14 toy soldiers. That's really good. I wish he had more of these. He doesn't have it. He didn't have very many. I think there's 3 of them. I don't know. I just like these guys. The way they look, and their armor and helmet is a really cool piece. Lots more fin the back to tanks. One of those. 1 or 2, I think I got 2 Kais, some Aquaman, and that's about it. Some random scientist. Actually 3 of those. This one's like from 2014 Murloc the Wizard. Got that, and a couple Emmets. I think there's 3 or 4. 3, 4. So some of my favorite stuff. Well, I had this set laying around for a while, and it was missing the dinosaurs. Just had one. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just parted it out. The lower cost prices of for Bricklink. So with that, we now have every small drawer turned around in the wall, and so we numbered up to 1534, and we're up to a couple parts in 1523. So this whole row is good. You know, obviously the big drawers are not full yet, but that's all right. And I printed some more numbers. I think I got up to over 1,600 in the numbers. So next time I do a set to part out, we will be able to add. It's looking nice. 85,000 parts in the store. Almost 7,000 different lots right now. Parting out 8 toy soldiers to the Bricklink store. Some good parts in there. Alright, so here is Monday's mail. I got 3 packages. 1 Bricklink order. I wanted more of these for a minifigure stand, and then I bought some minifigures for pretty good prices here. Just multiples of a few. So yeah, like $4 in those parts. And good stuff. We got some Duplo pieces, and that was one on eBay order. This is another eBay order, so these are like, I think, $8 each. I've been finding that these are the best price you can get, about 40 to 50 cents shipped price. And I did buy a lot of 200 Duplo pieces. I think there was over 50 of these, and that 200 pieces is only $40. So that's the best deal I found so far, and I think I might have enough to build it 3 wide with mostly all Duplo pieces, and I may end up gluing these. I don't know. still in discussion or thoughts on how to do that stand. And one more thing is this. I'm going to the Lego store very soon, and I'm hoping to fill at least 10 cups. Depends on the parts. I may fill 12, 14, 15, I don't know. But yeah, this is a pretty cool machine. On Amazon it's $173. I got the 6,000 scale, not the 3,000. It weighs things to 0.1 gram, the lowest. So hoping this will save a lot of time in my future. Alright, so here's the end of day Monday. Got lots of different lots for sale. And total parts right there. And now we have to notify anyone that has these parts on their list. Send that want an email notification. So let's see how many people that goes to. Oh, someone just sent me a message about the wildfires, about an order I made. Apparently it's going to be late. That's okay. Well, here it is that, yeah, 1,334 users were notified. I have these new parts for sale. Ooh, we got to 1,981 feedback. That's a really good year. Okay, so what you're seeing here is 5 pieces of mail. Well, 6 if you include the catalogs we got today. Let's get into it. Bricklink order. I went to this store, Bug and Bear Brickworks, for the Two-Face hair. They had it for the good price. A couple other things I needed. Some of these guys for quite a good price. Oh boy, why do people sell things like this? Look at it's like chew marks all over the head. I don't know if you can see that. It's just ridiculous. Like, nobody wants to buy that kind of stuff. Look at this face is terrible too. Like, ridiculous. So I'm gonna be asking for a refund for that. I mean, you shouldn't be selling things like that, number one. Anyway, here's another Bricklink order, and they had a couple Duplo things I was ordering. On that last trade I got at that small show we did locally, that in it had 2 of the Darth Vader Santa torsos. So the only parts for that are exclusive are the legs and the torso. So this person happened to have 2 legs, and I bought them and got some other things. And then I got some more of these for the stand. That's nice. It's a little crooked, but the old policeman sticker torso and other things that I need to stock up on. And then this I won't really dump out. It's 200 Duplo pieces. I got for like 40 some dollars. I think there was over 50 of these in there. So lots of stuff to do my stand. And this I feel like I might have overpaid a little. It ended up being just exactly $500. But eBay had eBay bucks, so it was like 40 some dollars back that I'll get to spend later. So we'll just say $450. 5.5 pounds here. I could tell that this person did not take anything good out because there was a 30 some dollar figure in here. Zeb. I saw him in there, and among other things, there's quite a few Star Wars, but there was also things that were not Lego, I noticed. Oh, here he is. He's in there. So he's in there. And it all looked in very good condition, the pictures I could see. It didn't seem like there was too much city in here, which that definitely affects how much I want to pay for something, but you know, I might have overreached a little. I would like to get this for about $350 or less. But they were asking $750, so it went down to $500 after 2 days of me offering. So, yeah, so that is a lot. This will get me through a lot. It'll probably take me at least 3 working days to get through this. If I, you know, sell some on eBay and then list the rest on Bricklink or put stuff away in my bins for later. So I already see stuff I already need. I don't have that guy for sale right now because I didn't have the parts. But yeah, a couple animals which go toward the weight, but either way, a friend without a shirt on? I've never, a beach body friend. Okay, so anyway, that is today's mail. Okay, so I just dumped out the 5 pounds here, and this is basically what the pictures were. They were just photoed all around, like this. So, Commander Cody helmet, that's good. And then I did see this guy as soon as I dumped it out. Davy Jones, he doesn't have his hat or his correct legs, but the body and the torso, very good. Was that another one? She's another Commander Cody helmet. There's 2 of those I pulled out right away. Davy Jones. There's a nice pilot helmet. Complete Diamond Steve. Piggy guy. That's the wrong face though, but I like that face. Alright, so we've been going through this for a little bit here, and let's give some highlights. So, obviously, I did not know he was coming, that Captain Rex. That is over $40 there. There's a couple Clone Army Customs helmets there. 2 of these guys, those are good. This is the helmet to, I think, the Bricktober 2017 Ninjago guy, the Cyborg. Not sure, 501st. That Darth Vader. Now, this looks a little different. It's shiny, black chrome. I've been looking and looking for a torso and legs. I'm not seeing it, but you never know. It could be in here somewhere, but here's some other highlights of some good stuff that we're kind of pulling out as we go. So eBay is now requiring the use of an IMPIN number, so it's kind of like a part number or item number. You can hit D and just go to does not apply or put NA in there if you want. They're requiring you put a brand in now as well. They don't require the character or model theme or anything like that, but it usually fills in automatically from your title if you have your title in there right. So I'm just going to start putting the Bricklink number in for the IMPIN because, I mean, I spent all the time making these cards and it's right on the card I make, so it doesn't really take too much time. So we got 1 piece of mail on a Wednesday. 75, should be 75 2x4s. So I realized every section I counted of my minifigure stand takes about 90 of these 2x4s. And then some. I have a lot of 2x2s, so I'm not worried about buying any of those, but I've got this, and then I have one more of 100. So I'll definitely get 4 rows in, and have all the rest of the parts I need. So
with that, I made a $50 more purchase on Duplo last night, so it's over $400 now. It's crazy to build this thing that I spent on parts, but it will be worth it. We are one lot away from first time ever getting to 7,000. So I have this Series 3 Elf here. I'm quite sure I don't have it for sale. So I pulled it up. Well, actually, I just checked it before this video, so I do not have it for sale. We're going to add it as a used part to U138. And you can check the price guide here. $1.82 is the average price used, so because I do a % off, I put it a little higher than that, and it'll end up being lower than that in the end. I'll do 30% off. Review and add. Drop it in. And refresh. Instantly, 7,000 lots for sale. First time, 85,451 parts. We are moving up. Well, this here is a 101 lot order, 490 some pieces for $26. It's one, you know, I don't get these too often. Makes me want to think about lot limits, but I'm not going to do it. But either way, yeah, it's a nice order. It took me about 30 minutes to pack it though. And there it is, all packed up. So 100 lots, it was in 6 little bags. Well, this one's a little bit bigger here, this big one. But more of the bigger pieces. But yeah, it's an average of 4 pieces per lot about. So, and it will be probably about $350 to ship. Okay, well, it's going to Hawaii, so I was a little bit off on the price. There it is. So I did some cleaning this weekend. I put about probably equivalent to 2 of those size bags away under the stairs in a bin of, it's pretty much full now of all minifig parts. And this is the 5-pound bag I got the other day. I took a lot of good stuff out, not everything, and I just dumped it in here. And this is my process to get everything done. Let's get another one. And I just grab one at a time, take it apart because a lot of them are wrong, list parts I want to put on Bricklink, or do whatever. So that batch is done. We'll be grabbing another one. So it is Thursday, and here's my eBay photographs ready to be photographed tonight. These are from the storybook, and a couple I have to make labels for here. Not too many. I've got so many labels nowadays, so it's hard. It's rare to get new ones. When I first started this, I was getting a whole box of these full of ones I had to make, so I have a ton of them. Here's a book that are not for sale. So as I do this, like, say I'll take this basketball player. It's the wrong legs. The body and legs don't match up. Obviously, this doesn't go to it. All I'm going to do is put this in my NBA bin. Right here. It's getting quite full. And then once things get super full, I'll go out and take it all out in parts. I'll bunch out to Bricklink at that point. So hockey, I'll never do that because I keep putting these guys for sale. You know, some things I'll never part out to the Bricklink store, but the train guys, I could probably do that soon. There's a couple guys out of there. This needs organization real bad. Dragon wings don't really need to be in here, but that's where they're at. And these are a mix of old and newer Castle guys, so I know where things are. At least it works for me. So you might be wondering how I determine what to sell on eBay, what to sell on Bricklink, what to take to local shows. Example, this battle mech. So I go to my eBay store at Series 9. There's no Series 9. He's not for sale right now. And I looked in my book under Series 9 page, and it was there. So he's going on eBay. he is complete. There's no accessory with this guy. So that's how I determined that one. This is Series 16 Cyborg. So let's plug that in. I only have 2 Series 16 for sale right now. So go to the book, and here she is, Cyborg. And I think she just has these black guns. I think 2 of those. Let's check my handy laminated sheet here. I know the kids are in here. Oh, here it is. They got them out of order a little. Okay, so she has the black gun with the round stud with the hole in it. So I know I have some of these first order flame trooper because they use them on their gun. I have them over in my personal stuff too, I'm sure. A few, but I know I keep a couple in there. Take a black gun, and she will also be photoed for eBay today. Well, here's Thursday's mail. A $65 Bricklink order or something. So lots of different parts here. Things I needed. I can create 2 of the Mrs. Puff from SpongeBob now. Those are the pieces you never find. You find the other tops to them, but those are the legs. And yeah, it's a good order here. Boom, there we go. I had 1 of each. One has a flower there, the other one doesn't. I think they have a stud on top I have to find now. Okay, so they're both complete now, and I have a card for each one that I've made in the past. So I just wrote flower on the top of this one. I'm going to put this one on eBay, and I'm actually going to put this one on Bricklink, and I'm going to put this card away, just so there is no chance of picking the wrong one when somebody buys one. It's just, actually, whoops, I got to flip-flop these. There we go. So this one will go in a bag and get photographed tonight, and this one will go into one of the used drawers for Bricklink. So I finally got around to adding up my August purchases and my September purchases.